ですね。ありがとうございます、音楽家さん。私はまだ駆け出し魔術師なのですが、医術にはこの辺りの植物は活かせるのでしょうか？
喜んでもらえて何よりだよ。麗しき魔術師さん、花は好きかい？さて、この景色とこの花の麗しさに勝る音楽をいかに用意するか、実に楽しみだ。
何？その花には医学的な効能があるのか？有用なのであれば研究してみるか。ここならば面白い治療対象や使えそうな植物があるかもしれんな。
Hello everyone, welcome back for some more Fate Grand Order. We're continuing to barrel through interludes because I need sync quartz. There's no way I'm not ponying up some mad cash during this period, but anything to help protect my bottom line, you know? I say that like I'm actually concerned about the money part. I'm not. You all are very supportive. Supportful? I was going to say supportful. That's not a word. Supportive is the word. It's very nice. Even just watching, that's all you need to do. Every hour of footage you watch, that is helping me give you more. It's a lovely little exchange. But that said, I'd like to cut down. So let's keep, doing this where we can. So, give me that. I don't need these things. These blue cubes. These bloobs. I've already completed those missions. Okay. So, Kalia Gate. Interlude. I have here my list. Let me, just one sec. And then we're gonna go. There we go. Okay. So, let's see. Who are we doing today? I mean, it's not a surprise for you. It's in the thumbnail. But for me, it is. We're doing. The ass clapper. Sounds good to me. Asclepius it is. Where is he? Where do he be? Right here. Memory of medicine. Alright. What's up, dude? Very fitting. I have an ear infection right now. And I had to go to the doctor and I'm like, please help me. And they're like, here's antibiotics. And it's like been a day and it already is helping. It's amazing. Are you there, Leonardo da Vinci? I need to talk to you. Oh, hey, Asclepius. We almost never see you here in the command room. What's up? Is somebody here not feeling well or something? Oh, I appreciate your keeping an eye out for clinical trial opportunities to help me further my medical research, Master. But no, I'm here about a different matter today, since there doesn't seem to be anyone here who I could call my patient. Indeed, everyone here seems to be perfectly healthy, unfortunately. You never change, do you? So what's up? It's about the infirmary. I appreciate the permission to use it, but I'm afraid it's a little hard to use efficiently as it is now. Would you mind if I restructured it? What do you mean, restructure? I mean, I'd like to reorganize the medicine cabinets and change the instrument layout. If it were my room alone, I'd have already done so, but as I'm technically renting it, I thought it right to ask. Oh, okay, yeah, sure, I don't see why not. And besides, I'm sure you'll be using it more than anyone now that you'll be handling the medical treatments around here. We're all counting on your expertise, Mr. Greek god of medicine. Yep, thanks a bunch for coming here. Yeah, what she said. Huh. I need as many cases to study as possible if I'm going to advance my research as far as it can go. And being here should let me do that. It's a simple matter of, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. There's no need to thank me or even to expect much from me. I can't wait to try out some cutting-edge therapies I've been thinking about on the patients about to come my way. Don't worry, I guarantee you their maladies will be cured. I can't assure anything else besides that, though. Well, we know your medical skills are top-notch, so I'm not worried about that. I just wish you would do something about your more mad scientist-y tendencies. Said the brilliant inventor whose genius literally can't be measured. Oh, and one more thing. I also wanted to ask you about the old exam records. Given the obvious gaps, there must be more besides the ones kept in the infirmary, no? I'm guessing the missing records are those of servants that have been summoned here, not Caldia's staff. For servants, I imagine you recorded things like what sort of symptoms they showed and what spiritual measures were taken to treat them. Those medical techniques may be limited in scope, but they could still be of use when it comes to progressing human medicine. So as someone dedicated to advancing the science of medicine, I need to know what they are. Were those gaps in the data left there intentionally? It's more that I just haven't transcribed that data yet, either on paper or digitally, for various reasons. I did manage to bring it with me when we escaped from Caldia, but then, once we made it to the Wandering Sea and had a chance to catch our breath, I just didn't feel right about leaving files containing such data in the new infirmary. Then one thing led to another, as it so often does around here, and I just kinda ended up leaving it where it was. So then, it does exist, but it's being kept somewhere else? Why? Well, basically, it all comes down to privacy. I mean, medical history, especially anything to do with mental health, is obviously closely tied to a servant's past trauma and major life events, right? It's one thing if it's basically public knowledge, but sometimes there are things that were lost to the history books, things in a servant's past that they want to keep absolutely private. Something so painful that they could wind up flying off the handle and try to kill whoever found out, even Master. Hey, I can't help that my dreams are so weird. And that's not all. Exam records like that don't just reveal things about the patients, but about the doctor who examined them too. In this case, the former head of the infirmary. Your predecessor, basically. I never even considered that is his relation, huh? Yes, I know someone else used to hold my position. I've heard some stories about him, and I've also seen records attesting as much in the infirmary. Sure, that kind of surface-level information is fine, since it can't cause anyone any harm, but once it was clear to my previous self that she was going to have to leave the old Caldia, I think she must have thought a lot over how much is data to include in the report to the association. And the data she archived while she was thinking about what to do is the exam data you're looking for. Huh. So to summarize, the old exam data on servants includes sensitive information about both those servants and the former head of the infirmary who treated them, and that's why you don't keep it in the infirmary. But be that as it may, I still need that data, and it's not like I want it out of mere curiosity or nosiness. The information past doctors recorded about their patients is the most valuable information a new doctor treating those patients can have. Very true. Can you imagine getting... I have to go get a new doctor pretty soon, and the thing I'm most terrified of is getting there and then being like, well, let's start from the beginning. And it's like, no, please. I know I have a literal, provincial health link to be like, all my stuff can transfer forward, but if it didn't, that would suck. It will help further exams go more smoothly and enable me to develop or refine more treatments. I need to be able to access it. Where can I find it? Well, it was split into magecraft fragments, of course. Collect my 5 silver stars. Now we're attached to other servants who are using the infirmary to treat patients before you. But don't worry, it shouldn't be hard to restore. All you have to do is ask them for access. That said, you're still pretty new here, and I'm sure there's still plenty of servants you haven't met yet. So it might be a good idea if Tanner went with you. Just what I had in mind. I can't imagine why I'd need Master's protection only to ask for access. Hey, you never know. It might be a lot more challenging than you think. You might not be the new infirmary head, but you're definitely looking to be its star player, so to speak. And the other servants might not appreciate someone new horning in on their territory. Do you mean homing? I think you meant homing. Horning in? It's not a phrase. So don't think they'll sign off on you just that easily just because you're a famous god of medicine. They're all good people, but they can also be stubborn. I see. In that case, it may indeed be worthwhile to have Master come along. However, doing one's part to advance medicine is a duty, not a privilege. Anyone who would refuse it is a foolish patient, devoid of imagination, even if they happen to work in medicine themselves. So if any of those servants should ignore my words or masters, or otherwise remain uncooperative, I will consider them to be interfering with the advance of medicine and eliminate them accordingly. I trust that's all right with you? Not really. But we may as well get going anyway. Wait, there's one more important thing I need to ask about. Which servants have the data? Well, Nightingale is the only one I can really think of. Oh, whoops, sorry. It was so long that I'm kind of fuzzy on who. But I do know they are all servants who use the infirmary themselves, so that narrows it down a lot. Just let Tanner lead the way, and I'm sure you'll be able to track them all down. Let's start looking. All right then, lead the way, please, Master. Though you know, I can't believe you forgot exactly where you were keeping such crucial data. You should know medical records deserve much more respect than that. Nightingale for sure. I can't even think of someone else. Assassin? Jack the Ripper? Because I know she has medical talent, kind of. Let's go with you and let me stick with my grinding team just because I can then get you guys some stuff. Don't I have a team that's even better than that for that? Let's see here. Well, you're maxed out. I don't need you. Let's just see. Didn't I have one that was like... No. Let's go with this and... Yeah. There we go. Get you guys some bond points. Yeah. Let's go. All that being said, it's true that I'm still not used to this place, so it would be difficult to find these other servants on my own. So I suppose that's one more reason why I should be grateful that you're accompanying me. I might know this place better than you, but it's still a big place. Not a problem. We can start by talking to everyone we come across. I'm used to asking questions thanks to the many consultations I've performed. Here comes someone now. Perfect timing. Oh. It's Paris. Let's go say hi. Oh, hello, Master. Are you taking a walk? And who are... Huh? What is it, Lord Apollo? It's not like you to whisper. What? You're not gonna move or say anything here? You want me to just think of you as a stuffed animal because of reasons? But why? Does it have anything to do with the man standing there with his mouth agape? Did something happen between Apollo? I don't know. Apollo and Asclepius at one point? That's... Okay, well, you know what? Time to go to Google. Okay. Apollo and Asclepius. What happened? What is the relationship between Apollo and Asclepius? Asclepius was worshipped as a healing deity and enjoyed widespread reverence in Greek antiquity. He is considered the son of Apollo. Oh. Apollo is apparently also the god of bisexuality and homosexuality. Happy Pride Month, everyone! Oh, Asclepius is Apollo's favorite demigod child. Okay. That's what it is. Okay. I'm just looking here really quickly. Yeah, it's about it there. Okay. Dude, what if your dad was a sheep? That smell. It reeks in here. No, it doesn't. Everyone always compliments me on how much I smell like soap. Oh, yes, it does. It reeks of divinity. It reeks of a selfish, narrow-minded, loathsome excuse for a Greek god. A god? Are you talking about Lord Apollo? But he's so soft and fluffy. I always thought he smelled like sunshine. Apollo? And that sheep. I knew it. He's just... There's something so funny about sheep.png being grabbed. Thief! Lord Apollo thief, give him back! Shucked him. I can't believe you just threw Lord Apollo away like a piece of garbage. How could you do such a thing? Oh no, Lord Apollo. Your fluffy wool soaked up all that trash like a sponge. Why did you change your outfit? Don't worry, I'm not contagious. I just don't want to deal with that stink anymore. Yeah, these would be filled with flowers. And the idea was like plague doctors would wear this and fill this with flowers. And the idea was, oh, well, then it blocks out the smell. Actually, it was made because there was rotting corpses and they wouldn't have to smell them as much, but yeah. That thing is just a terminal. But even so, I don't want to be in the same room as it, let alone breathe the same air. To be blunt, I hate that thing, and I demand you keep it far away from me. What the frick? What happened then? The life of Asclepius, love, betrayal, and forbidden medicine? Just looking here. Oh, it's AI art. Ew, no, go away. I'm not reading that then. So what happened? Saddest love story? No, what is... I'm just trying to find it here. Okay. I'm on Asclepius's page. Control... Wait. Phoenician tradition maintains that Asclepius was born of Apollo without any woman involved. What the frick? How the frick did that happen? What the... Okay. Yeah, so apparently he's born of Apollo alone. Okay, I'm just Control F Apollo. Son of Apollo. Apollo found his pathetic powers and killed Ichthys. Okay. Apollo was pregnant. That's the birth. Apollo named their baby Asclepius. Asclepius was killed by Zeus and by Apollo's request was immortalized as a star. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything that would really be a bad thing. Maybe it is, maybe you are just embarrassed by the fact that your Mpreg dad is here, you know. I don't even want to look at it, as I might end up crushing it unconsciously. What? How can you be so mean? Oh, I don't know if you can blame him. Apollo does like humans, but that also means he makes more trouble for them.
Yep. You know the expression about knowing just enough to be dangerous? It's like 3 times worse when you're talking about a god knowing just enough about humans.
Lady Artemis. Hi, Paris. Nice to see you too, my poor grumpy nephew Asclepius.
Hey, I'm the cute Orion. So you're Asclepius, huh? I heard Artemis here went a little wild after I died. I might not have done anything directly myself, but sorry for the trouble, anyway.
It was always a dream of mine to fully bring the dead back to life. So I'm sure that cowardly god would have struck me with lightning sooner or later, even without your involvement. Yeah, okay, that was what we read about Zeus, yeah. The only grudge I hold is toward him and his detestable narrow-mindedness. The gods of Olympus don't usually go around doing things that aren't in their spec sheets. Well, I do, but I don't count, since that side of me is fundamentally broken. Anyway, I overheard Apollo's name and couldn't help but poke my nose in. What are you guys talking about? We weren't talking. I was just demanding that loathsome terminal be taken somewhere. I don't have to see it. Gosh, really? Even though Apollo's just being a cute, harmless animal-type terminal for once?
Oh, then that means I can beat him this time. Huh? That cute little thing there is Apollo? Same god that tricked Artemis and got me killed? Oh, I see.
Wait, they're just learning this now? That's amazing. Oh, Lord Apollo, you're going to ride out running into Lady Artemis and Orion by pretending to be a stuffed animal here too, aren't you? Huh. Never mind that thing. It's not even close to the main unit. There's no point in being overly sensitive about a terminal that can't even talk. It's just bad for my mental health. Can't even talk, huh? That said, it may be a good thing that I happen to run into you here, Auntie Arte. Stop! Don't you dare call me Aunt! It just sounds so old. You should know not to call people's names when you know it bothers them. Now, come on. We are technically family, so we should try to get along. Isn't that what humans do with families? Huh. Family or not, you're still a god. I have no wish to talk to you more than strictly necessary. You know that just as well as I do, don't you, Aunt Arte? Stop it! Usually I would be looking for a way to perfect my resurrection elixir, but not today. I'm trying to find certain servants of interest. If you help me, I'll refrain from calling you the A word. That just sounds like a threat to me. But okay, kind big sister Artemis just can't help but spoil her... Her what? I don't know if I like that word. That's not a word. I'm incognito. What does that word mean? What? It is a gender-neutral term used to refer to the child of one sibling as a replacement for niece and nephew. The word is coined in the early 1950s, but relatively obscure for several decades. I've never heard this term before. You're insane. What do you mean? The child of one of your brothers or sisters. That's insane. I hate that word. I hate that word. So, who are you looking for? Thank you for helping us, O goddess. Got it. Godly powers activate.
Wow, chintzy much.
Okay, you'll find him over there. Understood. Thank you. Right. Thank you, sweet and beautiful big sister Artemis. Oh, you remembered what you're supposed to say when you've done you a favor. That was wonderful.
You think? Sure didn't sound like his heart was in it to me.
This sort of thing is why I just can't help bestowing my power on you, even when you're trying to break the rules and make a resurrection elixir.
You ever think you're kind of a pushover when it comes to family? Isn't that the kind of thing that led to Zeus killing him?
Now that I know where to look, I don't need to stick around dealing with gods anymore. Let's go, Master. Okay, see you later.
See you, pal. Let's hang out some other time, just the two of us. I got a feeling having you around is really going to improve my hit-on rate.
What was that about a hit-on rate, darling? Are you hitting on other girls again?
Oh, crap.
Say, Paris, that stuffed sheep of yours looks pretty dirty. Maybe you should throw it in the washer? Yeah, I think that'd be a great idea, divinely speaking. We could even throw Darling in with him. Let's set the timer dial to eternity to make sure his mind stays nice and clean. Wait, huh? Oh, gods, please don't punish us together. Oh, wait, no, we're wrong one.
Oh, gods, please don't punish us together. Do you have any idea how awkward that'd be? Look, I've got that innocent little boy looking all confused because he can't tell if you're joking.
Greek heroes are kind of really funny. They're certainly a spirited bunch, aren't they? That's one way to put it. There are far too many Greek divinities here for my liking. Well, buddy, I have bad news. We will be getting more. I can only hope this place never gets any more. But that has nothing to do with my work here. Don't worry. I'll make sure to do my job well. I'll even treat that little brat to the best of my ability if he should ever come to me for medical assistance. I promise you, I won't go easy on him in the slightest. In other words, you don't discriminate between patients, huh? Of course not. Though naturally, I will smash that Apollo terminal nearest trash can first. That part is non-negotiable. Anyway, this should be the place. Oh, right, yeah, Sanson. Oh, hello, Master. And, you are? My name's Asclepius. I need to ask you something. Yeah, you see... That makes sense. He would know him, right? Now I understand. Yes, I do have some of the old exam data pertaining to his records. Truth be told, I wondered if I was fit to hold on to it. Still, while I may never have had the relationship with him that Master did, as one of the old guard here, I did still know him for a fairly long time. So, since it was only a fragment of the data, I agreed to hold on to it temporarily. Answer me this! Are you a doctor? No, I can't say that I am. I did work in the infirmary helping out as needed, but I'm not a doctor by any means. In the end, I'm just an executioner. I used my hands to end lives much more than I did to save them. The only medical knowledge I have came about as a kind of side effect from working in executions. It can't compare to that of a real doctor. Huh. So you say there's worthy medical knowledge and not worthy medical knowledge? Medicine is medicine. All that matters is whether it's useful and whether it can cure people or not. The truth is, the more death you've seen, the better you can keep others from dying. I've seen far more people die than a typical executioner. In fact, that's what made me want to overcome death. I see. It would seem you truly are the avatar of doctors everywhere, Asclepius, god of medicine. It may not matter how later generations speak of me, but I can't say I like being called a god. In the end, I'm just a doctor who wants to do what he can to develop medicine further. That's all I need. So, will you let me see the old exam data you possess? Let me ask a question of my own first. What do you think, Master? I think you should do whatever you think is right, Sanson. I see. In that case, there's one thing I'd like to resolve first. If I simply hand this data over, it would mean giving it up for nothing more than one doctor's convictions. And that's just not quite right for something this valuable. So I'd like to see your skill for myself, Asclepius. Please, show me why you're the right person to take this off my hands. Ha! So you want to see my skill at treating patients and performing operations, do you? Fine with me. But I insist you show me your skill in return. No matter how good a doctor you may be, there will always be times when you can't handle everything on your own. If you have what it takes to assist me, you'll always be welcome in my infirmary. And then we kill him super fast, I bet. Let's see here. Come on, it's just a hallway battle with Sanson. What's it loading? Yeah. Alright, that's actually a decent amount of HP, all things considered. We could do this on you. This. 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 Oh, it's happening! It's happening! I knew it. I knew it was gonna happen. I buffed too hard. I went too crazy. Well, back in again. I was going nuts on that. Buff, 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 buff. Would have been real cool if it just... And we did a combo, and we killed him, and it was over. It would have been so cool. I mean, not really. I mean, it would have been fine, but... Oh well. It's one of those things, one of the little funny moments that makes this series so unique. My co-host, The Whims of Fate. Not to be confused with the literal fate, like, centric character that's coming later. It's real nice to be able to look into the future and know what servants are coming. Can I just say? It's real nice. It just means I can know, you know, hey, they're setting this character up for later or something. I like that. Now, I don't have to complain that, you know, the sexy snake lady is only an NPC, because she's not. I don't have to complain that Summer Passionlip is just a costume, and not even a costume. It's just a friggin' sprite in the over... Like, no, I know it's coming. That's so nice. Anything else? I don't know. But at least knowing the servants is real good. Resume. Let's see if that Alco skill procced. Alco's such an interesting servant. Just what a like totally different character. Definitely appreciate it. She's actually, I think I got her, is she at 9? I think she's at 9. So like she's getting there for Bond Up. It did not. There we go. Cool. So 1, 2, 3. Let's see how we do. I don't think it would have done a 1 done anyways. God, he's so big. I do love how we can have these gigantic enemies as part of like movesets that appear. That's really cool. I'll just do this with you because you get the buff there. You know, you get these, you know, oh, I'm just popping an attack and like this utterly gigantic enemy appears. You know, that's so cool. They've gone quite far with making new servants be crazy cruel and doing a lot of stuff. I gotta say, I definitely expected Tweedledum and Tweedledee to be more part of her moveset when they first announced Alice. I thought they would be like the basis, not just like singular attacks, you know? But I guess they want to provide it, you know, as much as possible. Yeah, so you can see we just got that last one there. You still need more because you're not getting as much bonus stats there. Right? Yeah. Yeah, we're going though. We're going though. Well, well, not bad at all. You really have seen much more death in your time than most. You were too kind. Seeing your techniques from the time when God still walked the earth was eye-opening. There were many different aspects to it I couldn't understand, but I could still tell that it was the result of all the hard work you devoted to truly mastering medicine. Alright, I'm convinced. I think I can trust you to not misuse this data. That said, I'm not entirely sure you'll be able to understand it. But never mind that, a promise is a promise. Here you are. It's all compressed, so it won't take long at all. Bro was just given a 7-zip file. Huh? Oh. Bro, no, don't open the 7-zip file! Wait, it's actually kind of feels like it's tying into main plot stuff. That's kind of cool. Asclepius? Yes, I'm fine. And this does indeed appear to be part of the exam data I've been looking for. It also contained information on the man who led Caldia's medical division, back when it had been completely isolated from the world and humanity at large during the Incineration of Humanity incident. I also saw what this doctor did back then. How he saw patients, how he examined them, how he interacted with them, albeit only in partial, fragmented form. So, what do you think? Any impressions? About the former head doctor, you mean? Well, in a word, I would say he was a perfectly ordinary man. He did all he could handling problems as they arose and to head them off before they worsened. He did his best as a mere human to handle the events happening around him and to care for the patients they generated. That's not something just anyone can do, and he should be commended for that, but still. No, never mind. There are all sorts of doctors after all. It's not my place to say anything more. He was just a regular guy, and a strong doctor. I see. At any rate, this data alone won't be enough to give me the full picture. Let's look for another servant who's likely to have a piece. Who are you planning to see next? I see. I can't be sure about anyone other than myself, but that does sound right to me. Unfortunately, I'm afraid I don't know where they could be right now. I'm sorry I can't be of more help. No problem. Thanks for everything. I mean, I think I know. Like, Nightingale's probably next. Although, it seems the last head doctor didn't care about advancing medicine. It was as though he had no interest whatsoever in pushing the medical arts forward, or in helping them to evolve. From what I saw, it looked like he had his hands completely full taking care of day-to-day affairs. He and I may both be doctors, but our goals are very different. I can't help but find that disappointing. I do still need the old data, but I'll have to lower my hopes about finding anything else useful for my progress out of it. I mean, I think a doctor's first goal should be helping the day-to-day people personally. Then after that's when you start to get into the advancing medicine stuff, you know? I think the first thing you should do is, hey, make sure nobody's dying. Anyways, that's almost assuredly Nightingale. But who is she with? Ah, there's a trick to finding this next person. Huh. So that's why we come here, to where many people gather. Be careful. It would be all too easy for infectious disease to spread in such a place, where a number of people are always coming and going. On a different note, I was expecting to hear people chattering here, but it's much noisier than I thought it would be. Some of those voices sound familiar, too. Argo? Dude, Jason is everywhere. Dude, Jason is going to be in every interlude. And then, just when things seemed completely hopeless, I stood my ground firmly and said, I'll face you head on. I won't run or hide, so just bring it on, you cretins. Right to their faces. I see you still have no idea when to shut up. Stop regaling me with tales of adventure I never asked to hear. It's ruining my meal. Besides, it was not you doing the fighting in that story. It was Heracles, right? You're gonna tell the story, then tell it right. I don't expect feeble-minded felines to understand this, but there's a storytelling technique called playing up dramatic tension. Hey, you used to teach him as well, correct? Get him to shut up, or better yet, make him redo his training starting from year 1. Huh, that's quite the tall order. Though I might just add him to the graduation tests for my students. This might be the great hero standing in your inferior compared to me students' way as the last major obstacle they need to overcome before they can graduate, huh? I could get on board with that. Good grief. You always were a blowhard, but it seems like you've gotten even worse since you came here. Huh? That smell. It's been a long time since I've seen all of you gathered together like this. Do any of you have a rare or unprecedented disease to show me to commemorate our reunion? No? Huh. Figures. No way, Asclepius! I haven't seen you since you were serving as the famed ship doctor of my Argo. How you been, you old son of a god? Still as healthy as ever, unfortunately. I'm sorry to see you are doing well too, Jason. Yes, that's the Asclepius I remember. I'm so glad you're here. He really does look genuinely happy about this. Do not let him fool you, Master. His joy has nothing to do with seeing an old friend. Oh, I'm sure that's part of it, at least to some degree. Excellent! Now my odds of surviving no matter what happens have gone way up! You're one of the Argonauts after all, so I basically own you. And as an Argonaut, it's your duty to heal me, the captain of the Argo, before healing anyone else, right? Okay, I'll go ahead and drop a contract that declares you my exclusive doctor, just like before. Naturally, that means you won't have to bother doling out meds or treating any other patients beside me. I have no interest in being your exclusive doctor, Jason. That's just as true now as it ever was. Besides, you're too damn healthy anyway. Why can't you be more reckless and come back with an interesting injury or disease now and then? I'd be happy to take a look at you if you fought a rare demonic beast and got a severe injury like Heracles or Theseus's. But the only malady you ever came down with was an upset stomach caused by eating rotten food. What do you expect? He's the kind of man who is happy to let others face danger while he hides away in safety. What about you, Adelante? You seem much more likely than Jason to provide me with an interesting case study. Do you have any conditions you'd like me to examine? Hold it. Since when did you have cat ears and a tail? I don't remember you having those on the Argo. Fascinating. Now those are something worth examining. Hey, do not creep up on me like that, especially when I'm eating. Try touching my ears or tail without asking. I will kill you where you stand. You may be a great doctor, but you are downright inhuman when it comes to anything related not to medicine. It is long past time you were aware of that. I did teach him about things besides medicine, but seems like they didn't take. I'm so sorry. Teacher, I didn't know you were here too. If you ever get any strange or unusual patients, please be sure to send them my way. I won't be sending any to you, though. You haven't changed a bit, have you? I'm actually relieved to see that. By the way, Master, you should know that Jason is quite serious. Perhaps you'd like to say something? Oh, great. Well, now I just have to get a scroll inscribed with a spell of binding for the contract and make him sign. Yeah, to sign a contract, you have to run it by me first. You're here too, Master. Oh, damn it. Even if he wasn't, I already told you I'm not interested in being your exclusive doctor. Try to listen for once. Oh well, at least he's aware I'm here now. That's gotta make a big difference, even without a contract. No matter how obsessed with medicine he is, he's still gotta feel some gratitude towards the man who led the Argonauts, namely me. Right? Right? On second thought, maybe I just better make sure I stick close to him if anything bad goes down. Anyway, Master, I'm sure you didn't come just to hold an Argonauts reunion. What do you want? Well... An infirmary, huh? Personally, I'd rather you open one on my ship before you open one here. In fact, now I think about it, I'm pretty sure he still belongs to me. Where'd you get off letting everyone else take advantage of him? Where did you get the idea he was your sole property? I swear. Do not worry about Jason, Tanner. Asclepius' medical skills are the genuine article. If you can get him to cooperate, and you should, they would benefit everyone at Caldia. However, his personality is just as horrible as Jason's, albeit in a very different way. There's no telling what sort of trouble he may cause others if it means furthering his medical research. Hey, you never ate your dessert. Well, that's just bad manners. Here, I'll take care of it for you. Yoink. What do you think you're doing? I was saving that for last so I could savor it. Nah, I don't buy it. You just changed your mind and decided you wanted it after all once you saw me enjoying it. But I can't blame you. It was really good. I can still taste its deliciousness lingering on my tongue. And I feel real bad for anyone who didn't get to enjoy that scrumptious treat themselves. You bastard. My neck. Crap. This is the same hold you used to defeat Peleus, isn't it? Help! She's seriously gonna kill me! Save me, Asclepius! These injuries are still too ordinary to interest me. I don't suppose you could twist his neck around a little more ostentatiously, could you? Ask and ye shall receive. Hold it right there! There we go. There she is, talking about a happy accident. You there. You are a doctor, are you not? Why aren't you doing anything to help? Just look at his face. It's obvious that cyanosis is starting to set in. I don't know what sort of treatment you're employing here, but you can't treat a patient once they're dead. Don't worry, he's not going to die. I beg to differ. It's all right, Nightingale. His foolishness caused his condition. His death is the only thing that will cure it. I see. Well, if death is what he needs to be healthy again, then that's what I'll have to administer. She's a berserker, so yeah. All right, I won't pretend to understand, but it makes sense that medicine would differ across time and regions. I'll need to experience as much of it as I can if I'm going to advance medicine as a whole, and the best way to understand it is to try it myself. Besides, I can't back down now, not when it seems as though she's also carrying a fragment of the exam data I'm looking for. Very well then, we can both demonstrate our technique using Jason as a test subject. But it would be a test subject. You'll help too, right, teacher, since you're here and all? Well now, I've heard of being resourceful, but this is on quite another level. You really don't have any sense of restraint when it comes to anything other than medicine, do you? But I don't mean that in a bad way. If anything, I find it refreshing how unabashedly straightforward you are. Very well, I'm in. I can't wait to see how much you've grown. I've said it before and I'll say it again. As a doctor, you should be more thorough than anyone when it comes to disinfecting. Cutting corners is not acceptable. I will do whatever it takes to ensure everything around me is as perfectly sterilized as possible. I have no idea who the last one's going to be, if there'll be a last one, really. Alright, so... any berserker who has a nice bond-up thing? I mean, I could go with you, because you kind of help out with everyone. We can kind of do a similar thing. Sure. We'll just do that. Stick with what we got, right? Yeah, why not? Okay. Cool. Let's go. Again, I need bond 10s for a certain number of things coming up. When is that happening? Is it? I think it's after the next summer thing, but before the other stuff, I think at least. All of my favorite Argonauts. All right. Well, we can start off with, we can just do some big green combo to start. Right, get you going on the green here. And let's just go bop, bop, bop.
私の勝ちね。
Okay. Chastising Jason. He's stunned. That's funny. Wait, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, well, you are kind of maxed out. Windows update. Shut up. I don't care. I will never update to Windows. Well, not never. I'm not updating to Windows 11. I'm not doing it. Actually, we can give you this. Not that one. Is this one? There we go. Pop this on you. Pop this. And let's go green, red, blue. Okay, big trip. Strength versus human would work on all of them, right? I'm pretty sure. How we do? Okay. Nice. Well. Again, his unique death pose, right? Of running away there. You get to see that. Anyways. Just finish this off. Bop, bop, bop. There we go. Good stuff. Okay. Ooh, get some. I'm definitely starting to run out of the class statues just because they're used in the class sign stuff, and I need those. I do not see why we had to hold back that much, seeing how both Nightingale and Asclepius are here. We could have easily made him nearly dead instead of just half dead. I will have to do that next time. Now I see. You weren't abandoning your medical duties after all. By observing his symptoms as they worsened over time, you were able to find a better method to treat his condition, right? I'm glad you understand my methods now, nurse. And I must say your remarks about sanitation were fascinating, too. The concepts of sterilization and nursing may not serve to further the field of medicine, but they do serve to expand it. Indeed, taking the entire environment in which patients are treated into consideration, where a doctor is only one part of the whole, may well be the foundation that leads to new advances in medicine. After all, one does need a strong foundation in order to avoid tapering off. That said, I still don't understand why your sanitation methods involve guns and fists, let alone throwing beds. But I suspect that's because I'm an ancient heroic spirit, and you're a very new one. I can only hope that my studies here at Caldia help to remedy that, even if the knowledge I gain is limited to the version of me that has been summoned here. Now, what is it you wish to talk to me about? The old exam data, was it? Yes, a part of it is in my custody. If you wish, Master, and it will help to improve the infirmary, the last bastion for Caldia's patients, then I'm happy to share it with this new doctor, now that I've seen how sound his technique is. Here you are. I doubt we'll hear the audio. They do this thing where they will refuse to not only name drop, but like they don't show the face and stuff. And it does come across as like reverence for the dead, even though we know he's super not. Seemingly. Huh. It seems the last head doctor had relationships with many people. Much more than his profession alone would cultivate. Frankly speaking, he was well liked and popular. In that sense, it seems that he may have embodied the concepts this nurse was advocating. He was acting not just as a doctor, but more like the oil that kept everything running around him smoothly. He didn't just treat individual patients. He treated all of Caldia, master and servants alike, as a single organism. No, it seems he treated all of humanity, even as it was on the verge of being incinerated. That is quite the accomplished... No, not yet. It's still obvious that he and I have very different stances on medicine. He all but abandoned his duty to push medicine forward. It's the one thing I can't endorse. Did it work? Yes, I got what I wanted. Everything is fine. Let's see. The next servant I can think of who might use the infirmary. I don't suppose it's you, is it, teacher? No, I'm afraid not. I actually came much later than Miss Nightingale did, so I never met the last head of the infirmary either. As such, holding on to records of him is not something I'd be comfortable taking responsibility for. No, I think there's someone else out there holding on to the data. Someone better suited to do so than me. In fact, I suspect you may already have some idea of who they might be, Master. David? I don't know, nobody comes to mind. Try to put aside any preconceptions you may have. Once you do, I think you'll find the answer is really quite simple. I see you've just thought of someone, Master. I have? Go on and lead the way. Whoever they are, I suspect they'll have the last piece of the data. Like David? Queen of Sheba? Can't be her. They never use her in the story anymore. We'll have to see. It is a rider. Saber and rider. Well, I have no idea then. Just bring up you instead. No, we're gonna keep you up, because then you get bonus points. Let's do it. Let's do it. Why not? Let's do it. We're fine. We got this. We're strong enough. Hey, thanks for coming. Oh, right. You guessed it. I'm the last piece of the puzzle. I may not have mentioned it before, but I've used the infirmary myself, and I also knew the last head doctor. For a while, I was even the acting commander. Well, the previous me anyway. Now I see. Why didn't you tell me earlier? Now you've gone and wasted my time. See, that's the thing. I don't think it was a waste at all. This data is, well, to put it sentimentally, it's a memento of an old comrade in arms. So, I didn't want to just hand it over to you as dull and senseless data. I wanted reading it to be a struggle. And it seems my gamble paid off, since you look like you thought about it pretty seriously while you read it. The only thing I know now is that I didn't before is that the last head doctor and I are very different people. That's fine. Hell, as a starting point, it's more than enough for now. Anyway, now you made it this far, I won't give you the runaround any longer. Let's see those legendary medical skills of yours. Skills that staggered Hades and pissed Zeus off. My treatment methods aren't used for spectacle, but if that's what you require, then I suppose I have no choice. I'll consider this the procedure I need to perform to cure the malady that is an incompetent infirmary and return it to perfect health. Don't think I'll go easy on you just because your body's that of a child's. If the circumstances call for it, I have no compunctions about it deploying even the most painful treatments. So then who's the Saber? Who's the Saber that's just gonna jump in and fight? What's going on? I don't even know. Is it just gonna be is it just a random like skeleton and its name just says Munier? It's like, oh well, okay. Oh, robots. Sure. All right. Well, I think for now, let's maybe just try and get you going here. Then we'll try and get you meter so that you can do your stuff. As long as we get to 50, yeah, we're good. All right. Yeah, perfect. So let's go with this. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Okay, here we go, here we go. Yeah. Yeah, dive kick the child. No. Dude, you're popping hallucinogens in me? Please don't do that. No combo or anything. Choices. Well, let's go 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's see here. All right. Bunch of items. Oh, damn! I didn't even notice all those. All right. 1, 2, 3. All right. Get him! Get him! This is like now that I've used, Koyanskaya a lot, it's wild that her noble phantasm, while providing zero benefit to her kit, if you will. Wow, that did a lot. Is still just just a really solid one. You'd think they'd be like, well, we don't need to have, her on it, to be too good because it doesn't affect her her support kit really. But she kind of does. It's just good, Yeah, that was impressive, all right. I didn't think you know your way around the inner structure of a magecraft device as well as the human body. Are you satisfied now? Well, that depends on how you react. By this point, you should be able to tell what's really necessary. Even if you collect all the old exam data, it still won't be enough on its own. I didn't click that. Because if you want to grasp the full breadth of its information, and not just see the raw data alone, you need to have a foundation in place that can make sense of it. It's a lot like programming. Just because you can read numerals in English doesn't mean you'll be able to make heads or tails of source code unless you know your way around an IDE. Yeah, we're not gonna get to see what's up in this. But it is showing his sort of everyday life stuff, Okay. There. That's all the data I can give you. So, what are you gonna do now? Good question. I think I'll need to start by talking to you two. I want to know more about the last doctor, not just as data, but as a person, from the people who knew him best. My pleasure. Thanks, Asclepius. Now I can really trust you to carry on his work. Well, why don't we put on some tea? Oh, I'll have to get Mash in here too. She knew him better than anyone, even us. I see. Now I understand. He really had no interest whatsoever in pushing medicine forward, not even at the beginning. The advances you made were only ever secondary. You intentionally excluded everything from your purview except for your own goals. The things he did, it's pretty simple, really. He put his whole heart and soul into doing the things he could do and that had to be done, and he didn't try to do things he couldn't and didn't have to do. That's all there is to it. He knew the limitations of being a human better than anyone. He knew that if he reached for more than he needed, he'd end up dropping everything that he was holding on to. When you have a patient at the brink of death before your very eyes, and you expect their symptoms are going to grow even worse, you have no choice but to focus your energies on treating them. I see now that those were the circumstances ever since you came to Caldia. No, for your whole life. Essentially, all of humanity was your patient, and it was your job to take preventative measures through symptomatic treatment against their disease of ruin. Every time my sprite appears, it is a jump scare. However, there is still no end of problems that need to be resolved. If we fail to advance now, we'll eventually be stuck with nowhere to go. My predecessor must have known that. So why did he give up on that responsibility right from the start? The answer is simple. I see. I've been entrusted to do it for him. After talking with Tanner and the others and reviewing all the data again, I realized that, in one sense, it was a highly committed decision. There was a quiet but unshakable spirit in everything he did during his tenure. I'll let someone else push things forward. I just don't have it in me right now. I want someone who's up to the task to take it over for me. I'm sure that one day someone like that will show up. After all, that's what life needs if it's going to make it to the future. What incredible optimism. No, what incredible conviction. I see. So you're absolutely certain that one day, a doctor like me would find their way here. That Tanner would miraculously meet someone like me and form a connection with them. I'm amazed you managed to pull that off. Even if the circumstances did leave you no choice, and that's still not the kind of choice just anyone could make, let alone see through to the end. I finally feel as though I truly understand him. I used to think he was just an ordinary man, but now I see what an extraordinarily difficult feat he accomplished. He and I may have very different methods, but he still fulfilled his duty as a doctor. Of that I have no doubt. I can't be your substitute, nor would I want to. You and I are very different people, with very different stances. I doubt I'll be able to carry out all of your wishes in the way you would prefer. But that said, I do now understand that he wished to protect this place, this world, even if it meant giving up his entire present and future. So, you win. I'll take up the work you left behind, though I will do so in ways I see fit. And if nothing else, I promise this infirmary and Caldia's medical endeavor shall build upon the foundation you created. So don't worry about a thing. Rest assured, all is in good hands. Dr. Roman. See, that's the thing. They don't say his name often because when they drop it, it's a big deal. It's a record scratch. That's how it works. All right. That was an okay one. I did like the character interactions in that. I thought it was... I love when servants meet other servants for the first time, because it's very much... Sometimes they'll be like, oh shit, wait, is that you? It's like celebrities meeting each other and they're like fans of each other. I kind of like that, right? Well, let's open up our thing again. Excuse me one sec. F11, please. Thank you. All right. Who's next? Please be a short one. Please be a short one. That was a longer one, so please be a short one. Dude, if it was Paris, that'd be crazy. Well, let's get the overtures ready. It's time for William Tell. All right. Willy Willy Bo Billy. Where is he? He'd be up near the top, right? Yeah. Oh, it looks long. Well, that's fine. A legendary hunter. Freaking Eagle Dot Wave playing. I did not think it'd be you in this. How do you like them apples? Oh, right, you do have bird. Indeed, you have outdone yourself. You see this face, Mune Rin? That's the proud face of a demon king of the sixth heaven employing the three-line formation. I tell you, even I didn't think I'd be just as badass now as when I was alive. After becoming a servant and fighting in a simulator. I mean, I guess I always knew it deep down, but yeah, I was definitely a 1 in a million Warring States falconry prodigy. You put up a good fight, Mune Rin, but you just couldn't quite measure up to my genius. But hey, don't feel bad. It can't be helped that you're a daimyo to Takachiyo while I'm a ruler sent by the heavens themselves. I never knew Lady Nobunaga to be such a keen falconer. Though I must say, she does not quite fit the picture my lord described. Still, I suppose there is little to be gained from dwelling on it. Be that as it may, Lady Nobunaga, it would seem we both fall short compared to Lord Tell. Don't say it. Don't say another word. La la la, I can't hear you. Wait, hang on. He's not part of our falconry contest. He's just shooting arrows willy-nilly. So I still won where it counts. I definitely didn't lose any kind of hunting battle here. I can't even see the mountain of game he racked up. Well, I'm a hunter by trade, so I can't say it was a fair fight. Still, no reason you two couldn't have used bows too. Not sure why you insisted on sticking to trained falcons. I've heard that hunting was a popular pastime among the nobility out in my neck of the woods too, but I get the feeling that's not what this is about for you two. It's one of those refinement things I'm always hearing about, isn't it? It might be wabi-sabi stuff. Ah, gotcha. Anyways, it was just fun seeing how other people hunt. Educational too. I Joe my own hunting style didn't get in your way too much. Worry not. I've long been looking forward to seeing your skills for myself. Let's not forget this was technically Nobu's idea.
No, it wasn't. Tell there just happened to show up while I was inviting Moon Reed on a falconry hunt. In fact, now I think about it, you showing up in front of the simulator room right then seems less and less like a coincidence. Oh, now I get it. You basically tricked me into inviting you along, didn't you? Cunning. Very cunning. Man, if only I had my prized falcon from back when I was alive here, you'd be singing a different tune. I'll never get a chance to show you what I can really do, which means this whole contest is invalid. Invalid.
Fine by me, of course. You got dragged into judging for us, Master. No worries. I had time to kill anyway. By the way, Lord Tell, may I ask you something? What's up? Was this hunt just now truly enough for you? All right through me, huh? Man, you sword guys are something else. Huh. What are you guys talking about? I merely mean that the techniques and essence of a warrior engaging in falconry differ greatly from those of a hunter. So I suspect, Lord Tell, that only a fellow hunter can truly provide you with the competition you seek. And as such, our contest here has most likely left you unsatisfied. Would you agree? You got me. Just to be clear, it's not that you guys are pushovers or anything. These are all my issues I've got to work through. It's a little embarrassing sharing them, but since you've seen right through me anyway, what the hell? Not hearing me out? Not at all.
Well, I do. This isn't over, damn it. I'll be back as soon as I've raised a new falcon. No, wait, I just realized I could have Da Vinci make me a mechanical one, too. I'm pretty sure she used to have something like that perched on her shoulder a while back.
She did. It was very weird. What was up with that? Nobu aside, I'd be glad to hear what you have to say too, Tal. Thanks. Basically, I guess it all boils down to me being a hunter. And you are indeed an exceptional one. Nobody would doubt that. Thing is, my story pretty much ends as soon as I shoot the wicked vote through the heart. I see. So, you think you could also be an assassin? You got it. I knew you were a sharp one, Master. Anyway, yeah, I did shoot Gessler through the heart. I might have only did it because I didn't have any other choice. But I don't doubt that one deed was still enough for me to become known as a hero. Still, it doesn't change the fact that I'm a hunter at heart, even if I'm here now as an archer. I can tell myself that Gessler was just more quarry to take down. When you get down to it, I'd rather stick to hunting animals than killing people. It's not to say this still weighs on me all the time, but it's how you don't always notice it's time to sweep up until you see how much dust there is on the floor. Sometimes you don't realize you need to do something about your situation until you can't ignore it anymore. And you are feeling that way now. Pretty much. Well, maybe I wouldn't even been thinking about this now if I hadn't enjoyed our hunting contest so much. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that I'd like to get back to my roots as a hunter. At least until the other aspects of my current manifestation stop bothering me. Now I understand. What do you think, Master? If I may offer my own opinion, I believe this simulator machine could serve this purpose nicely. Furthermore, there are other hunters in Caldia who could provide Lord Tell with the competition he seeks.
Let's go see what Da Vinci thinks.
Thanks. You're doing me a big favor. Yeah, we'll help work through your personal problems. That's what Caldia's all about. Now, normally, helping them through their personal problems does lead to, like, and now we are, doing better and stuff, and you get a buff, but I don't think that's going to be a thing here. Anyways, we'll get that. I'm just going to, again, stick with you guys. Well, no, actually, wait, this one isn't good, right? This is for animals. We're not going to do that one. Wait, I think, no, don't they count? I think they count for that one, right? because of the freaking bunny ear and rabbit form? I think they do. We'll just stick with this, though. No, let's give it a try. Let's do it, because I think they do count. The whole thing about the beast servants is so random for what it counts for. Some of them, some of the things on when they count for them make little sense. You asked and I delivered. Here's a special hunting optimized map I just whipped up. I programmed it myself to try and get it as close to a real natural environment and ecosystem as possible. Oh, we're playing Monster Hunter Wilds. Man, you really do work fast. That sounds great. Thanks for going to the trouble. These woods you put together look real nice. I also went ahead and found you an opponent that should make for a good challenge. If it's a hunting contest you're looking for, I don't think there could be anyone better than this guy. Have fun pitting your skills against a hunter from the Age of Gods.
Hey, is where the hunting contest is happening? You sure you want to do this, old man? I'm the greatest hunter in all of Greece, you know.
Oh, Orion, hunter of Greek mythology, huh? You weren't kidding about him being a good challenge. In fact, I'm starting to feel bad. You sure a legend like you wants to waste his time on a plain old human hunter like me?
Don't be so modest. We're both archers and hunters alike. Besides, I gotta show the team here that I still know how to prowl for animals just as well as I do for the ladies. Especially since I figure showing my animal hunting skills off here ought to make my lady hunts even easier. But hey, all that aside, I'm looking forward to this. It'll be my first real hunt in ages. You can stick with Tell there, Master. Easier provided with magical energy that way, right? I've got my muscles to rely on, so it's ought to be a perfect handicap.
I'm fine with that if you are. Though I gotta say, I'll feel especially bad if I end up hunting poorly now. I did my best to make this simulation as realistic as possible, so go ahead and treat this just like you would a real hunt. Also, while I feel I'm more than a little silly warning you guys about this since you're pros and all, the forest is plenty dangerous, so make sure y'all stay alert. I'll be careful. Of course. Don't worry. I promise I'll bring Master back safely.
Sounds good. All right then, let's get this hunting contest started.
No matter what, it always comes back to the Greeks. Did the music die? Because it's been a while since full music death was a like a thing that happened in these videos. Remember when that would happen at the worst times? I'm happy that overall that stopped being a thing, but we'll have to see here. No, we're good. Okay, well, let's just start with just some regular. Actually, we'll get the engine rolling, and we'll go 1, 2, 3 to start. Egg. Okay. Chickens. The phrase Vorpal chicken is still so hilarious. Let's do this here. Oh. Okay. All right. Let's go 1. Just go. 1, 2, 3. Let's see here. Didn't kill. Okay, and we'll finish this off. You're gonna be a mega chicken? Gonna be a dinosaur? What are we hunting? Oh, it's his pressure. Okay. All right, sure. Let's do this. You don't even have. You have 1 there. Let's go. Start with this. Just do a big triple. Get that going, and then we'll do more. Okay.
開演の時ね空を仰いで恐れなさい
Is mostly just to buff the last one there.
グレートスリーフラットスナーク
Terror is also lovely. Love that.
それは絶えず見た滅びの夢最果てにありながらトリバースロードツキャメ
He nearly did it. Alright, so
簡単に終わらないようにスピンドル展開
here you go. You can do this then.
サポートお願い
Do your stuff.
青神さん銀河の波の一手ねフックスマッシュフローバック
Did she say rollback? It's funny because that works for both her powers and being again a fighting game reference.
反乱分子は物足りませんね
I don't think they got a buff from that. Yeah, I don't think so. But they did. Again, it's so specific. Not how to do it. Not like Foul. Your skin's so soft I never have to worry about my arrows being deflected. So I can see from your score. Orion, on the other hand.
Hey, if this contest had been about who could slay 10 lions from this forest with their bare hands the fastest, I would have crushed it, okay? Hell, I would have been okay throwing some Lami in there, too. You know, because they got titties. But tracking down and capturing as many tiny wild fowl as possible before time limit runs out? Now think about it. I've never done anything like that before.
I'm surprised. You gave off such an intimidating hunter's aura that I could sense it throughout the forest.
Well, my hunting style basically boils down to find animal, shoot arrow, done. I never really had to bother with laying out traps or driving animals into dead ends like you did. Me being me, I knew I could just fire an arrow from anywhere and it'd find its mark.
I'm sure. Goes without saying that you're a much better shot with a bow than I am. Now, that much is probably obvious from the fact that I've got to rely on my mechanical crossbow. Looks like we're dealing with way more different hunting styles than we realized. Orion might have overwhelming edge when it comes to archery skills, but I guess that doesn't help when you're trying to track down lots of small animals.
Yep, the bigger the game, the better if you ask me. It's a lot easier to hit, it's more meat to go around. Given the choice, I don't think I'd ever intentionally go after a little animal.
You really are wild, aren't you, Orion? So your specialty is big game, huh? Maybe this playing field wasn't as level as I thought. Sorry about that. Guess you guys didn't get to have a fair contest after all.
Hey, don't worry about it. Fair or not, contest still a contest. And now I know without a doubt that your skills are top-notch, Tal. I could tell that much from just hunting in the same forest as you. You won this one fair and square.
Honestly, I'm kind of reluctant to claim victory here, seeing how you still almost beat me when you were at a disadvantage. But either way, getting hunt alongside you's been one hell of an experience. Thanks for doing this, Orion. I haven't been this proud to be a hunter in a long time. But you're still not totally satisfied yet, are you? I guess I'm getting a little greedy. Opportunities like this don't come along very often, after all. And hey, as a man of the mountain, can't help but be a little stingy. Don't you worry, Orion's not the only hunter I called in, and I've also got a few other hunting spot simulations ready to go. So now I've come this far, I have to keep going till you're getting satisfied. Well, let's get started with hunting contest No. 2.
You know, it's been so long since I got to spend time in the forest that I think I'll hang out here a little more somewhere out of your way. I can see it now. By sheer coincidence, I meet cute a beautiful woman here in the woods, and enthralled by my hunting skills. One thing will lead to another, and then... Well, I'm gonna get going. Good luck to both of us!
You know, nothing good's gonna come from this. I'm gonna guess, well, Adelante, right? Because she hunted the boar. Maybe didn't Saber fight a giant boar? I don't know. I might be right about this, actually. Boars in Adelante. Always comes back to the Greek. Let's just make our life easier with this one. Okay. Yep, let's go. Okay. Yep, I see. That is why you wish to hold a hunting contest with me. Looks that way. Damn, first it's Orion, now it's another legendary hunter from Greek mythology. Almost makes me feel bad asking you to compete against a nobody like me. Do not be so modest. I'm told your skills are nothing to sneeze at as well. Also, do not lump me in with that muscle-headed would-be playboy. I may not have his sheer strength, but strength is unnecessary when it comes to the hunt. I swear, who was it that first proclaimed him to be the best hunter in all Greece anyway? She's not lying. When it comes to hunting, she might even be a more formidable opponent than Orion. So I keep my guard up if I were you. I know. Not only is she as good a shot as Orion, she can also clearly see in the dead of night. And if that weren't enough, legend has it that she was a faster runner than any man alive. She's got a hell of a mobility advantage when it comes to the hunt. I also do not brute force my way through a hunt like Orion does, and I'm exceptionally skilled at finding small prey. I'm also willing to be able to use traps if necessary, though it never is, since no quarry can outrun me. Watch and I will show you what a true hunt, one without an ounce of wasted effort, looks like. Be warned, I could not pull my punches even if I wished to. Now you're talking. I don't have any special tricks or techniques. Everything I know's just perfectly ordinary stuff I picked up over the course of my life. But I know I'm real fortunate to have a legend like you taking the time to compete with me, so I'll do my best to give you a good match. Alright then, go ahead and get started. And remember, safety first. Good, this is all going well. You know, I cannot remember the last simple, ordinary hunt I went on. This is turning out to be a lot of fun. Furthermore, since this is a simulator, I can hunt as much as I like without having to worry about the effects on the local ecosystem. I think I'll try picking up the pace a little bit. Another one. You're doing great. Aren't you? Oh, sure. He's the fastest I've ever gone on a hunt. I can tell from the overall atmosphere here that there's less and less quarry for the taking. I guess the mythical huntress really is going all out against little old me. I'm honored. Huh? Am I gonna fight back? Simple. I don't. We're the ones out here hunting. We're already doing the best we can. I can't pick up the pace any more than I can decide to grow another foot taller. When you get right down to it, hunting was never anything more than a way to put food on the table. It was never the kind of thing I'd be willing to risk my life on for a contest. I don't have anything more to give it than what I've already got. If I had to give it more than what I've got, it wouldn't be hunting anymore. Huh. That not strictly negative, but definitely resigned way of thinking about his own abilities definitely fits his character. Heck, the way he so fully accepts things as they are almost strikes me as a form of enlightenment. He doesn't seek out or depend on anything more than what's absolutely necessary. He even looks at his own abilities as just another variable in the hunt, much like the weather. You really are a hunter's hunter, Tal. Even more so than Orion or Adelante. All that said, there's still something I haven't done yet. What's that? Alright. This boulder ought to do nicely. Up. What are you doing? Go on. You have a seat too. Use a break after the work you've been putting in. I know what you're thinking. But the thing is, we just found out more about how the other hunter's doing than we needed to know. Whether we try to ignore it or think about it, it's going to take up space in our minds and lead to us getting frantic. The animals out here will pick up on that, making it harder to track them down. Trying harder is only going to slow us down. Best thing we can do now is rest and regain our focus. I see. Haste makes waste and all that? Exactly. Not if you're feeling hungry. Now's a good time to refuel. Let's see. All I got right now is apples, but they're yours if you want one. Blushing? Yeah, no, that's fine. An apple from William Tell? Hell yeah, I'll take one. Alright, here you go. Getch. Oh, it's a golden one. What the frick was that noise? Oh, it's rolling down a slope. I'll go after it. Don't worry about it. It's more where that came from. Well, maybe I'll even give these woods an apple tree eventually. I'd be very surprised if that ended up happening, seeing as this is a simulation and all. Alright, next I will... Huh? Oh, there goes the apple. Oh, frick, wait, isn't she... Right, isn't she had a whole thing with the apple of enlightenment, right? Am I seeing things, or is that thing rolling away over there? I knew it. It is an apple. Oh, wait. I must not go after it. Settle down, right arm. That is an ordinary apple, not a golden one. There is no reason for me to be moved by the sight of it. None. Oh, this is a fun interaction then. And yet... twitching with the urge to go after it. No, I mustn't. I'm in force right now. My hunting instincts are surging now that I'm on a hunt again. An apple. 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 Contest. Apple. Hunt. No, this cannot end well. Twitching more strongly than ever. Meow. Oh, she also just is fully going into her cat form. Odd. Now it feels like the powerful hunting aura Adelante was putting out there is fading from the woods. Oh well, nothing we need to worry about. Alright, what do you say we get back to the hunt now? On our own terms, of course. This is very silly. This is very... Has it ever come up that she looks like a cat? And, like, she has the cat stuff? I don't think... Like, it's something we point out, but I don't think it's actually, like... I don't think it actually, like, has ever been really brought up? I don't know. Huh.
とても残念。
Chickens.
話し合いはできそうにないわね。
Time to kill some chickens.
発展途上ですので。
King Vorpal
あれ
Chicken.
ね、サポートして。
That's a good band name. It really is.
お仕置きコーディネーション。そこだ。
I guess you should always start with the
仕事の時間。
counter thing here.
偵察気をつけて。いい
The
わ。あれ
1,
ね。
2, 3.
次は実習機よ。これくらいやれるわ。そこだ。
Wow, no crits, huh? Alright, so
静かに。
Just-
そうね。いいわ。
let's go 1,
So, ne,
2,
あれね。
3. Yeah,
スクラッチ。
because if we crit, we can kill in one.
ゴーラウン
Yes, good. No crit on that 80. We can take this turn to Aoko up here.
ド。粒子加速見つけた。あれね。
Actually, I'll be triple blue now. Nice.
告げる。青を示す名において。ノット、セイン、ファイト、タイムレスワール。
Now do the big blue combo.
せーの。ワン、ツー、スリー。
All right. What do we got? Oh, just again the remnant of the apple pursuer. I think I'd rather just do
この服を汚して。
yeah, and then we'll go 1, 2, 3.
私好み。
I think that should be enough. 120 super powerful. Yeah, I think that'll be enough.
月光を返す。沈め。ロテスアロンライト。
Yeah, I think one hit was enough. That's yeah, okay.
すごすぎてのたうち回る。
I wonder who the last hunter is gonna
マインスター
be.
の魔女ですもん。
Rule of 3 and all
当
that.
然よ。
Death to apple rollers. Okay. So what's the final tally? Spare you the details so not to embarrass her, but it looks like you guys came out on top in the end. Wait, hang on. What the hell's this signal? Uh-oh. There won't be another one. It's gonna be a thing that happens.
Shit, I think probably bug in, but why?
I wonder what that was about. Uh-oh. Stop. Stay right where you are, Master. What are we doing? Is he gonna have to shoot the apple off my head for some reason? It's gonna be an apple demon that he shoots off my head? What are we doing? Saber? What the frick? Who? Well, let's go with that. Right? Yeah, okay. Let's see what's going on here. Whatever you do, don't move a muscle. Don't turn around. Don't even make a sound. What is it? This pressure is intense. Thing's got to be the biggest predator on the mountain or something like it. Jeffrey Epstein? Why did it show up like this out of nowhere? No, never mind that now. It's not important. What's important is that it's in a real bad spot. Way too damn close to Tanner. It's obviously got him in his sights. One wrong move and he could easily end up dead. I can't wait around for it to make a move. Could attack Master at any moment. I don't have the time to move to the best vantage point. If I'm gonna shoot it, it's gotta be now, but... Ah, damn it, why'd I have to choose that spot? Take the shot from here and miss, it'll hit Tanner. Oh my god, we're literally doing that, huh? I'll just have to risk it. It's my only option. There's no sense worrying about it. Are we gonna place the apple on our head or something? Realize that Tell's decided to make his move and wait. Now's your chance, Master. Quick, get behind me. Thanks, Tell. Don't thank me just yet. All I did was distracted for a moment. It's not down for the count yet. As a hunter, I hate to inflict any wounds on my quarry that aren't absolutely necessary, but I couldn't aim for a vital spot from that angle. Now it's time to finish it off for good. I'm counting on you to watch my back, Master. Yeah, sure, man. Did they make it be a saber just so that it's something that, you know, is super effective with him? Probably. And I bet you he's gonna have like crazy like evade stuff. It's gonna be super annoying that we didn't grab him. Let's see here. Oh, it's just a bicorn.
水上ポリス参上です
Oh, it's gain resistance all attacks. The Guardian. Oh, he's the Guardian. Well, buddy, you're gonna have a bad time, I think. Is there anything else here that gives sure hit, NP gauge for allies? Okay, give some of that. Do you have one? Don't you have one that gives gain C stars each turn? That'll be useful. Don't you have one that gives C stars? Am I crazy? Is it this? No, it's only when you go back. Okay. Well, check this out. We get that 60 though. Come on, big crit. Big crit. Damn. I mean, we still already almost killed him. Big steppy. You got this. There we go. That was kind of nothing to worry about. Alright. It is kind of funny that it's a unicorn that is the big scary mountain threat. Sheesh, I'm still cold sweating bullets. I knew you could pull it off. Honestly, I was pretty damn scared. My hands were shaking, my heart was pounding, my throat was completely parched. All I could think about was how much I didn't want to do this. Pathetic, really. Yeah, that's right. Just like the time I had to shoot an apple off my son's head. It's a good opportunity to make something clear. As servants go, I'm pretty damn weak. I'm not descended from any gods, nor do I have any legendary weapons or armor. Just an ordinary guy who barely managed to shoot an evil man dead with the ordinary skills I built up over my life. I'm an ordinary parent, an ordinary hunter. I'm just as weak and afraid of death as any other normal person. I guess what I'm trying to say is, it doesn't feel right. I mean, you look up at me with the same admiration you have for actual heroes.
But even with all those human weaknesses, you're still able to make a shot when it really counts.
So, you are an actual hero, just as much as any other. Well, damn. It's making me blush. A hobby of yours or something? You're real good at it.
Hey, you two okay? You are? Oh, what a relief. I'm so sorry about that. There was some kind of error or bug or something in the system, and it ended up outputting an enemy that was a whole magnitude of more dangerous than the high-level boss data I was using for the toughest quarry. It's weird, though. Could have swore I double-checked the code to make sure nothing like this would happen before executing it. Well, that's what happens with vibe coding, am I right? Maybe something wonky made its way into the simulator and threw off my calculations? I could see a powerful divinity's magical energy I could see a powerful divinity's magical energy manipulations have this kind of effect on the system.
Oh, wait, was it Artemis?
Yep. Oh, darling, I love it when you actually go out hunting. Except when you're hunting for girls instead of game.
Damn it. Figures I'd just catch the kind of fish I wasn't out trawling for. But I'd be the kind that practically jumps into your net itself.
Why do you sound so disappointed, darling? And why are you running away from me, I guess I'll just have to make you tell me what you were up to in here one way or another.
That would sound hot coming from anyone else, but from you I can only imagine it means torture.
Well, of course. After all, you were conspiring to cheat on me, weren't you?
Conspiring? Hang on. Isn't it every fisherman's right to throw back the catches he doesn't need? Besides, what's wrong with bringing home a different kind of fish now and then? Even bears get sick of having nothing but salmon all the time.
And what about the poor fish who want to be eaten? Do you ever think about them? Now feel my love!
If only my muscles didn't make me for such a broad target!
Well, anyways, I just upgraded the security on these environments and password protecting them, so this kind of thing should never happen again. Again, I am so sorry about this.
Hey, don't worry about it. I was sure taken aback when that thing shut up out of nowhere, but all that matters is that Master wasn't hurt. Besides, well, I wouldn't say it's exactly common to go around hunting giant beasts like that. I can't deny they're a hell of an opportunity for a hunter to show what they can really do. So this ended up being a great way to wrap things up.
And does that mean you're satisfied?
I am. It's everything I was hoping for. I gotta remember who I really am, and show Master what I can really do. Sure, there might be more than one way to interpret that, but I got back in touch with my roots, and that's good enough for me. No, not without my fair share of embarrassment.
Huh. Sounds like something big went down when I wasn't around. This is the kind of story so epic you want to tell your grandchildren about one day, wasn't it? No fair!
Hey now, cut me some slack. Wasn't all fun and games for me, you know? Had some seriously traumatic flashbacks.
Sorry, Da Vinci, that stays between Tell and I. Wait, don't tell me apples were involved somehow. No fair!
It was another alright one. It was, it was pretty good. I do just think Tell is slightly boring as a character. He kind of is. I mean, that's his whole point. He's just a dude, right? But rightio. All right, that is a couple more done. We'll definitely, again, do more. Well, I don't know. We'll see. I think I will, probably, because right now I'm literally just trying to get as many videos as I can ready to go, but we'll see. Cool beans! We will see you guys next time for some more FGO, where either we'll do more interludes or something else. I don't know yet. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you then. Ciao.
Yo.